am seeing you this evening on a charge of aggravated assault. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the defender's office to represent you. And you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I have reviewed all of the information, including the state's recommendation of a $7,500 bond, and I see that he's in custody on a probation matter and being held without bond on that. So I'll hear from defense.
Yes, Your Honor, given that Mr. Fritz is being held in custody and he has probation hold, I would ask for a nominal bond for temporary purposes.
I'm going to order a $7,500 bond. It'll be cash or secured and released to pretrial if posted. Monitoring or treatment as directed. And preliminary hearing date is scheduled for October 9th. All right, so that's all. You're excused.
Good evening, Your Honor. This is the Spanish interpreter.
Hello.
Hi, I don't have any Spanish speakers on my list tonight.
That looks accurate. So you're good to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Russian interpreter? Okay. I don't know. He's on the list, but I'll ask. Oh, then he's probably not there. Can the jail tell me we don't have Oleg Kolesnik tonight, right? Oh, you're muted at the jail, so if somebody's talking to me, I can't hear him.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, thank
He's
you.
unavailable at this time.
And are we also not seeing Cordova?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Ricardo Ivan Alvarez, Jr. the third.
All right, Mr. Alvarez, I am seeing you this evening because you have a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court for charges of theft and criminal trespass from 2020. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Sir, did you know that you had this warrant?
Yes, miss. I was just living in Pinal County under my probation circumstances, and I was over there in treatment, living at an Oxford house, going to IOP, and I got in a car accident like on November 30th of last year not last year, the year before, I believe, after I got arrested for this warrant before, and I got concussion. I lost all my paperwork, lost my phone, and I know it's no excuse. I should have contacted the courts, but realistically, I was just going through a lot, and it wasn't a priority at the time, going through my counseling and probation and stuff at Gasper.
Are you back living in Tucson?
Yes, miss. I'm living in Tucson. I got a brand new job. Got a house payment. Been sober for like over a year and a half now, and been doing really good, honestly. Yeah, 5 months already there.
Do you have an address you could give me?
Yeah, I do. It's 543 East Elm Street, Tucson, Arizona, 85705.
All right. What time is his justice court out of custody? Let's see. No, it's justice court. Yeah. Oh, it says November 3rd on here, and then it doesn't have a time. So it should be October 9th. Alvarez, Ricardo Alvarez. Ah. Okay. No, that's okay. Sorry, just getting your court date. Okay, great. All right, so sir, I'm going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court. You're going to go to Pima County Justice Court on November 3rd at 9 o'clock in the morning, or another warrant is going to issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, miss, I'll be there promptly. I appreciate you.
All right, you're welcome. You're going to get paperwork with that information on it, okay?
Heard, I appreciate you, miss. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're excused.
All right, Your Honor, have a nice night.
Yes. Down the stairs.
Hello, can I get your full name, please?
Julie Pete?
What is it?
Julie Pete?
Pete, I am seeing you this evening because you have, let's see, all warrants out of different jurisdictions. It looks like you've got one out of South Tucson. Actually, the South Tucson charges are new. You're charged with shoplifting, failure to obey a lawful order, and criminal trespass. And then you've got a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court for shoplifting from June 17th of 2024, and a warrant out of Tucson City Court for assault criminal trespass from June 10th of this year. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I'm gonna set release conditions on all of these different matters. On the South Tucson charges, I am going to order that you be held on a $500 cash or secured bond. I am going to appoint an attorney for you in South Tucson. That is Michael Vaughn. And then you're going to have a hearing there tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm ordering that you not return to that incident location. For your justice court warrant, I'm going to order a $100 cash or secured bond. I will appoint Gary Grinkowicz to represent you there. And you'll have a hearing tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then on your city court matter, I'm going to order a $500 cash or secured bond, appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And your hearing in city court will be on October 7th at 1:45. All right, ma'am. So if you post your bonds, you need to make sure you get to your hearings. If you do not, then you'll have video hearings on tomorrow and on the 7th. And that's all. Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Dr. Anthony Potter.
All right, Mr. Potter, I'm seeing you this evening on a few different matters. You've got a new charge of trespass.
I might have just been teaching
Don't talk about
vocabulary
anything
in
that
the
Hold on.
happened,
public.
Potter.
Sir, I don't want you to say anything, okay? Everything that you say is being recorded and can be used against you. So I don't want you to say anything right now. I'm just letting you know why you're here. All right. So you've got that new charge that's going to be handled out of justice court. And then you have some city court matters. One of them is a warrant for occupying or remaining in a traffic median. And then you've got some new charges also involving being on a median. All right. So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you on those new charges. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty for you at this time and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. If you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest. And if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. So, sir, I am going to listen.
A constitutional
Hold-
issue.
All right, let me just tell you, sir, I'm going to go ahead and order that you be released on your promise to appear in court. Your hearing in Tucson City Court is October 29th at 2:00 in the afternoon. If you do not go to that hearing, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Naka.
All right, and then I'm ordering that you not return to any of the incident locations.
That might be hard to use a crosswalk.
Those are medians that you cannot remain
That
on.
might go through the median.
Right, you can walk through them, you just can't stay on them.
I might not.
All right, on your justice court matter, I'm also releasing you. Your hearing there will be on October 9th at 8:30 in the morning. That's all, sir. You're excused. Yeah. Mhm. Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Antonio Smith.
Mr. Smith, I am seeing you this evening on a charge of unlawful imprisonment. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Give me one quick second to look over your paperwork. All right. Pretrial services did not get in contact with the alleged victim, so I don't know what her position is. If you can't go back to, you have a shared residence with her, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's a wife.
Yeah, if you, if she does not want you to stay there, do you have somewhere else to go? Can you figure out somewhere else to go?
Probably, I could see. We just moved here to Tucson, to Arizona, 2 weeks ago?
Okay. So I am going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court. I'm ordering that you commit no further acts of domestic violence. And I'm just going to tell you that if you do return to the residence and she wants you to go somewhere else, you need to go somewhere else, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It's going to be up to her. And then you need to be in Pima County Justice Court on October 9th at 10:30 in the morning, or a warrant can issue for your arrest. You are going to get paperwork with that information on it. Just make sure you get to that hearing, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Go upstairs. Excuse me. No.
Hi, sir, can I get your full name?
Senior.
Mr. Tague, I am seeing you this evening because you have some warrants. You have one out of South Tucson for assault and disorderly conduct from 2023. Those are domestic violence offenses. And then you have two warrants out of Pima County Justice Court from 2022. Those are for disorderly conduct and threats and intimidation. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. So what's been going on with you, sir, that you haven't gotten to court on these matters?
I started a job with my landlord and I've been working constantly, all day long. And it's very hard. Alls I was told by the boss man himself is if I can get notified, like on a piece of paper or a letter to, when my court dates are, he will make sure I get to them. I have time off to go to them and come back to work.
Okay. All right.
That's the only reason why I missed court is because I was working.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you a chance to do that because it looks like you haven't had any trouble in the last at least couple of years. So that's a good sign. But you have to get to these hearings.
Yeah. I mean, if I appreciate if you print out all the dates and times,
Yep. You're
so
good.
that way I can show it to my landlord, and that way he makes sure I have off time enough to go to court and come back.
Understood. You're going to get paperwork with all of this information on it. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So for the South Tucson matter, I'm going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court. That hearing will be on October 14th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Right. I'm ordering that you not have any contact with that alleged victim. And then for your Tucson City Court matters, I'm ordering also that you be released on your promise to appear in court there. That hearing will be on October 28th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Right, sir,
I just have to remember not to take anything they don't want me to have in court. That's all.
okay.
There was a misunderstanding that time.
Okay, well, just make sure that you don't bring anything you're not supposed to bring to court, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks, sir, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
Go back in the Parker? Oops.
Hi, sir, can I get your full name?
Walter Lynn Cochran.
Mr. Cochran, I'm seeing you this evening on a charge of interfering with judicial proceedings. You do have the right to remain. They can and will be used against you. Give me one quick second to look over your paperwork. All right, sir. So do you understand that there's an order of protection that states that you cannot be at the Marlene address?
Yes, I do. I just thought it had expired, by the truth,
Okay.
the 2 years of it, you know.
Did you find out when it expires?
No, not yet. I do have it at my house, but I've moved recently. I'm living in a trailer that does have nothing in it. You know, but I do have it in there. I just got to dig it out somewhere. Unless I have other people done that.
I'm gonna look. I don't know, but let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it was taken out in March of 2024. So you've got till March of 2026, unless she goes in and has it dismissed, that's still active and you can't be there, okay? All right. All right, so I am gonna order that you be released on your promise to appear in court. That hearing is going to be on October 9th at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
You're gonna get paperwork with that information on it. Make sure you get to that hearing, okay?
Thank you.
You're excused.
Thank you. Where did I get paperwork? Where did I get it? Oh, okay.
Saddleback?
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Carl Patrick Salvik.
Mr. Selvik, I'm seeing you this evening on a new charge of drug paraphernalia. Occupying a traffic median. Another charge of drug paraphernalia from September 15th. And then you have a warrant for criminal trespass from July 11th of 2024. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty for you on the new charges and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. If you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest. And if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. So, sir, I'm going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court. I'm ordering that you possess or consume no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't return to the incident locations. And you need to be in Tucson City Court to deal with all of these matters on October 29th at 2:00 in the afternoon, or a warrant can issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes, I do. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You're excused.
Everybody get a place? Nice.
Hey, can I get your full name, please?
Anastasia Marie Sykes.
Ms. Sykes, I'm seeing you this evening on a new charge of domestic violence assault. And then new charges as well of shoplifting and driving on a suspended license. And then you have a warrant for your arrest for March 3rd of this year, charges of criminal damage and disorderly conduct. Those are also domestic violence offenses involving the same alleged victim. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty for you at this time and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. If you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest. And if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. So ma'am, I'm going to order that you be held on a $1,000 bond. That'll be cash or secured. Order that you commit no acts of domestic violence, that you have no contact of any kind with the alleged victim who you had been previously ordered not to have any contact with. Don't go to his residence or the incident location. And yes,
Yeah. You know, I did not know that I had the warrant.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's-
know I had it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I know I had the warrant. I would have taken care of it.
yeah, it's not just the warrant, it's the culmination of the warrant and then all of these.
What's of this month? This is not a new charge that I just got yesterday. I did not
You're
get the charges.
You're right, it was August 13th,
Yeah,
correct?
it was a past thing, and if I wouldn't have, I promise you, I wouldn't have appeared on court. I would have done what I had to do to take care of it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hold you on the $1,000 bond. I'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And you'll have a hearing on October 6th at 1:30. If you're still in custody, that'll be a video review. If you post that bond, you need to make sure you get to that hearing or warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand? All right, you're excused.
Sure.
Hi, can I get your full name?
Shirley, you said Brown.
Ms. Brown, I'm seeing you this evening because you have a warrant for your arrest out of Texas. Looks like it is for drug possession charge, a drug possession charge. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I am going to appoint the legal defender's office to represent you. The state has recommended that I release you, and so I am going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court. You've got a hearing that you need to get to in Superior Court on October 3rd at 2:30 in the afternoon. If you don't go to that hearing, then we're going to issue a warrant in Arizona as well. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Bruce. Yes. Sure.
Hi, ma'am. Can I get your full name, please?
Amanda Lozano Cruz.
Ms. Cruz, I am seeing you this evening on a few different matters. You have new local charges of possession of a narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, and aggravated DUI. And then you've got some warrants out of Graham County for drug paraphernalia and Safford for a whole list of charges, including DUI, and drug charges, including sales charges. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney on the new local matters. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I reviewed all of the information provided, including the state's recommendation of a $7,500 bond on the new charges.
That's correct, Jeremy.
All right. No recommendation on the out of county matters?
We have been instructed not to opine on those.
Okay. I do see that on the Graham County, actually, they're both out of Graham County, but the charges involving this drug sales, there's 2 class 2s, 3 class 4s, a class 6, and then the misdemeanor DUI. They asked for her to be held on a $50,000 bond on that, and then a $10,000 bond on the drug paraphernalia charge. So
The state is not predisposed to question Graham County at all.
okay, all right. So I'll hear from defense on the on your recommendation.
Yes, Judge, considering that, Ms. Cruz has these warrants out of Graham County, I would ask for a lower bond in her local matter, considering that they are nonviolent, charges, allegations.
All right, so on the local matter, I'll order a $5,000 bond. It'll be cash or secured and released to pretrial if posted, monitoring or treatment, no alcohol or illegal drugs, do not drive without a valid driver's license. Preliminary hearing date is scheduled for October 9th. All right. Graham County drug paraphernalia charge. I'm gonna make that a $1,000 bond. It'll be cash or secured. And we'll just set a review hearing on, when should her review hearing be? It says 9:30, but it should probably be Graham County. It's probably like just the review hearing that they do. Mhm. Yeah, it says 9:30 though, just tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna set that for October 29th at 9 a.m. And then on the sales charges, I will order the $50,000 bond, cash or secured. And we'll also set a review hearing on October 29th at 9 a.m. Great, that's all, ma'am. You're excused. Okay, yes, please.
Willard. Through the door, out the door, down the stairs.
What's your name? Out the door.
That.
You see.
Oh, thank
You
you.
know.
Thanks.
How frustrating.
Correct. Yeah. They're physical.
Hi, sir, can I get your name, please?
Willard Quito.
Can you say that again?
Willard Quito.
Mr. Pizzo, I am seeing you this evening because you have 2 warrants for your arrest out of Colorado. And it looks like they have asked for you to be held on one of the warrants has a $1,500 bond and one is a $3,000 bond. So I'm going to order that you be held on $4,500 bond. That'll be cash or secured and released to pretrial if posted. I'm appointing the legal defender's office to represent you, and you are going to have a hearing in Pima County Superior Court on Friday, October 3rd at 2:30 in the afternoon, so that you can talk about this warrant and what's going to happen, okay? All right, you're excused, sir. Hi, can I get your full name, please?
It's Maria Christina Kopira.
Ms. Copier, I'm seeing you this evening because you have a warrant out of Pima County Superior Court for charges of narcotic drug possession for sale and drug paraphernalia from November 3rd of 2023. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for today's hearing. I've reviewed all the information, including the state's recommendation of a $5,000 bond, which was the amount on the warrant. All right, this was a dismissal and a refile. I'll hear from defense.
Your Honor, may I speak with Ms. Kopira for 1 moment?
Yes.
Judge, Ms. Kopira reports to me that she was completely unaware of the warrant and of her next court dates. As the court mentioned, that this was a refiled matter almost a year later. She has no prior felonies. She has been in Tucson for a long time, and these are nonviolent allegations. I would ask for a chance on pretrial services release so she can self-report it. She also reports that, yeah, she's employed. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Okay. All right. So ma'am, I'm going to give you an opportunity. I see that you don't have any history before this, or felony history anyways, before this or since this. So I'm going to give you a chance and release you on pretrial services supervision. So you need to make sure you check in with them tomorrow. Monitoring or treatment as directed by them. Ordering no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm ordering no firearms or weapons. And then you need to be in Superior Court 1 week from today. So next Monday, October 6th at 1:30 in the afternoon. You need to make sure you get to that hearing so another warrant doesn't issue, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're excused. Hi, ma'am. Can I get your full name, please? You're muted. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, Carolyn Morago, sorry.
It's okay, Ms. Morago. I'm seeing you this evening on charges of domestic violence, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and domestic violence, aggravated assault, temporary but substantial disfigurement. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you have counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I understand that we have the alleged victim on the line that wanted to be heard. Sir, if you would please unmute yourself and tell me your name. You may need to press *6 to unmute.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you tell me your name, sir?
Jerron Smith.
I'm sorry?
Jerron Smith.
Okay, and Mr. Smith, what would you like me to know?
I just want you to know that you know she's okay to come home, and I know the kids want her home, and you know she's not a threat to society or us.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir, for being here. I appreciate it. So I've reviewed all the information, including the state's recommendation of a $30,000 bond. Ms. Morago is being held on a probation violation currently, so she's not going to be released for the time being. Did defense want to be heard on the bond amount?
Yes, Judge, given that the alleged victims in this case do not object to release and are not objecting to further contact, I would ask for a lower bond for time credit purposes.
I'll order a $10,000 bond. It'll be cash or secured and released to pretrial if posted. Monitoring or treatment is directed. No acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons. And preliminary hearing date is scheduled for October 9th. And ma'am, I guess that you're going to see a judge in Superior Court sometime in the next week or so to talk about your probation violation. Okay? All right. You're excused.
Thank you.
Eric,
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Eric Sean Nicochea.
Mr. Necochea, I'm seeing you this evening on a few different matters. You have some new felony charges of possession of narcotic drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. And then you have new misdemeanor charges of criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia, as well as some warrants out of justice court. Out of city court. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. On the felony matters, I will appoint the legal defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. So it appears that the state is asking for a no bond hold because Mr. Necochea was on release for felony charges.
Which were, oh,
Your Honor,
Yes.
here's the thing that the state's looking at right now. This person has an absolutely stunning 20-year record of various criminal victim, non-victim, failure to appear.
Let
And
me just stop you for 1 second, Mr. Poston, because I just want to clear something up first. So it looks like these charges, I just looked and they're March 2nd of 2025 is when he was charged, and he was not on release at that time. Do you see that?
I do, Your Honor. In that case, 7,500.
Okay, thank you. All right.
I would note that he is released to pretrial pending a sentence that he's already either pled or been convicted of. So the state considers him quite the flight risk, hence the 7,500.
All right, thank you. I'll hear from defense.
Judge, may I speak with Mr. Necochea for one moment?
Sure.
Judge, Mr. Necochea was recently released on pretrial services. He has been pending court. Given that these charges are from March, I would ask for a chance on pretrial services release. The felony charges are from March.
Yeah. All right. I'm not going to do that, but I'll order low bonds. There's too much failure to appear here. To do no bond. So on the felony charges, I'll order a $500 cash or secured release to pretrial posted, monitoring or treatment. No alcohol or illegal drugs. We'll set a steps hearing for October 6th at 9 o'clock. And preliminary hearing is October 9th. So, sir, it looks like you may be eligible for a drug diversion program, or if you get to court and you participate in some drug treatment, it's possible that these felony drug charges could be dismissed. So we're going to set a hearing for October 6th. If you were to post your bond, you would need to make sure that you get to that hearing so that you can remain eligible for that program. All right, on your city court matters, on the new charges, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. If you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest, and if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. On those matters, I'm going to order another $500 bond that'll be cash or secured Don't return to any of those incident locations, and I will appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. Your hearing there will be on October 7th at 1:45. Unless you post your bonds, then you need to get to Tucson City Court on October 21st at 2 p.m. All right, sir, that's all. You're excused. Hey, ma'am, can I get your full name?
Sheila Nicole Peltier.
Ms. Peltier, I'm seeing you this evening on a few different matters. You have new felony charges of possession of a narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, and then you have warrants out of Justice Court for shoplifting from 2023, Oro Valley for criminal nuisance and drug paraphernalia from July 4th of 2023. You have a new charge of drug paraphernalia out of Tucson City Court, and then warrants dated back to 2022 and 2023 and 2024. Right, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney in the felony matter. I will appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I have reviewed all of the information, including the state's recommendation of a $3,000 bond plus pretrial. I'll hear from defense.
Yes, Judge. Ms. Peltier is steps eligible. Her mother indicated that she could provide transport to future court hearings. She only has one prior felony conviction, so I'd ask for a chance on pretrial services, please.
Right, on the felony matter, I'm going to order a $500 bond. It'll be cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted. Monitoring or treatment, no alcohol or illegal drugs. We'll set a steps hearing for October 6th at 9 o'clock, and preliminary hearing will be October 9th. So ma'am, it appears that you're likely eligible for a drug diversion program, where if you get to your hearings and you participate in some drug treatment, you could possibly have these felony charges dismissed. So we're going to set that hearing for October 6th at 9 o'clock in Superior Court. If you post your bonds, you need to make sure you get to that hearing so you can stay eligible for that program. If you do not post your bonds, they'll just take you to that hearing in Superior Court. All right, your Oro Valley warrant. I'm going to order a $250 cash or secured bond on that matter. I will appoint Richard Glenn to represent you. And your hearing there will be on October 1st at 10:30. And then your Justice Court warrant. I'm going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in that matter. Don't return to that incident location. Your hearing there will be October 9th at 8:30. And then on your city court matters, I'll order release, appoint the city public defender, and we'll set a hearing on November 21st at 9 a.m. That'll be a non-transport review if you're still in custody. Again, if you're out of custody, you need to make sure you get to those hearings, okay? All right, you're excused.
Agree.
Hey, sir, can I get your full name? Mr. Sansom, I'm seeing you this evening on charges of third-degree burglary, 2 counts, theft of means of transportation, criminal damage, and misdemeanor DUI. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I have reviewed all of the information, including the state's recommendation of a $2,500 bond plus pretrial. I'll hear from defense.
Mr. Sansom has no prior felony convictions, no recent failures to appear. These are non-violent allegations, and his last DUI is from 1997. So given those factors, I would ask for pretrial services for this.
Sir, I'm going to order that you be released to pretrial services supervision. So you need to make sure that you check in tomorrow with them. I'm ordering monitoring or treatment as directed by them. I'm ordering that you possess or consume no alcohol or illegal drugs and that you do not drive without a valid driver's license. Do you understand all of those orders?
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary hearing date is scheduled for October 20th, but sir, that hearing is very likely not happening on that date. You'll get a hearing at a later date. So it's really important that you're in touch with pretrial and with your attorney so you know when to get to court. All right?
Sure.
All right, you're excused.
Mark,
What was it?
Go down the stairs, stay with the males.
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Mark Anthony Valencia.
Mr. Valente, I'm seeing you this evening on a warrant that you have out of Douglas Justice Court for a drug possession charge from 2023. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. It looks like you're also being held on a probation violation out of Bisbee. So you're being held without bond on that. The Douglas Justice Court asked that I hold you on a $5,000 bond. So that's what I'm going to order. But even if you post that bond, you're not going to be released because Bisbee is holding you on your probation. So I'm just going to order that and we'll see who comes to pick you up. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. We'll set a review hearing just to make sure that somebody has come to get you on October 29th at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.